What's going on, everybody? So, we're back at it. Scotland, Clash at the Castle. And it's going to be a banger of a pay per view for sure. It really is. But, I like to say, the card is subject to change as of right now, though. We have 5 matches for Clash at the Castle. And this is a prediction video. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about um, what these matches are, and who I think is going to win. So, without further ado, we start off with. I'm not going in order, so I'm gonna just be because the way how I got it written down. So I'm just going to just the matches I want to start with. So we're gonna start with Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship, and I like what they doing with Chad. I do. I like what they're doing with Chad. He, this man is on a whole nother level. You know, the wrestling fans is calling him Perk Chad. Um, they're cooking. They're cooking with him. But if you to ask me, do I think Chad Gable is going to win the Intercontinental Championship at Clash at the Castle? I say no. I say no. It. I think Sami Zayn is going to win, and here's why: because it's a lot they got going on before they pull the trigger for uh, Sami Zayn's victory. I mean, Chad Gable's victory. Excuse me. Um, they got still. You still got the with Otis and the Alpha Academy turn on Sammy. I mean on Chad. You still got this little what he's this little conversations he's having with the Creed brothers. Uh, it's a lot that's going on right now to where that got to be settled first. I believe. Now I could be wrong. I have been before. Uh, they could absolutely pull the trigger and make Chad Gable become Intercontinental Champion, but I don't think it will happen right now because we still like it doesn't make to me it doesn't make sense to pull that trigger right now with the Alpha Academy. I think what we need to do, what they should do, is he should lose because Otis and them finally stood up to him and left him, and that caused him to lose. The frustration caused him to create this new stable with the Creed brothers, and I believe if it goes the way I think it's gonna go, the Creed brothers gonna turn heel and form this new stable with Chad Gable, but Ivy Niles is not gonna like this, so she's gonna break apart from. I think she's gonna break apart from the Creed brothers once they turn heel and join Chad Gable. But yeah, that's for that match. Sami Zayn wins and still remains your Intercontinental Champion due to the fact that Otis and them finally stood up to him and left him. Thus, leading to the future creation of the new stable with the Creed brothers. But I do think I do think before this year is out though, Chad Gable will be Intercontinental Champion. It's just it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Just like how Triple H slow burn Cody Rhodes to being champion. That's how he's doing with Chad Gable. Then we got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I want Drew. I predict that Drew McIntyre will win because of on the horizon, which is CM Punk, and CM Punk is very close to coming back. It's reports that he will be back and able to compete before SummerSlam. The same with Rhea Ripley. They said she will be back before SummerSlam. So it's a lot of factors. I do believe that Damian Priest will lose at Clash at the Castle. Did you? I mean, come on. You can't have Drew lose twice at the pay per view that he should win at. He should have won. Technically, he should have won. He should have beat Roman last year. Well, was it last year or the year before? When he fought Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, he should have won then. But okay, we're here now with Cody as the winner, but he should have won then. Um, yeah, I like Damian Priest, I really do. It just he's the World Heavyweight Champion at the wrong time because so many people that could be champion over him. But I'm glad that he got that under his belt. I'm glad that we could actually say that Damian Priest is a world champion, even if he was only been world champion for a couple of months, or a month. It's been a couple. It's been like what, 2 months? So him being champion for 2 months, I wish I want him to be champion longer, but it's just so many other stories that. Well, I don't think the belt needs to be involved for Drew versus CM Punk, but it kind of does because that's what he's obsessed with. That's how they went in the direction with. So it is what it is, and I just hate that Damian Priest gets sacrificed because of it. But Damian Priest, I say he lose, and we get a new world heavyweight champion in Drew McIntyre. Now, unless the only way I see Drew McIntyre losing if CM Punk shows up. If CM Punk shows up, because he did say that he was going to show up at Clash at the Castle. But if that happens, it's like it's kind of hurts Damian Priest because it's like, okay, Damian Priest, he should have lost to Jey Uso, but he got help from the judgment that he should have lost. He should have lost here, but CM Punk is like it's going to hurt him. So they need to just let Drew win, and then CM Punk attack him to set up, Money in the Bank or Clash or at SummerSlam. See who we got. Then we got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler versus Alba Fire Eats a Dog for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And I don't think I really need to go into too much detail here. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill winning, unless the rumors are true that Bianca Belair is pregnant and therefore they lose because she got to go because she's pregnant. But if we're just going to off the assumption she's not pregnant, then Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill wins. But let's just say if she is pregnant and I say they give the belts to Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, but more likely Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill wins because they using them to it's kind of sort of legitimize the championships. But I will say this, if they do bring in like a mid-card title for the women's, I kind of see them getting rid of the tag belts because that's kind of what the tag team belts are. But it's really not working because it's like they really can't do nothing with it. I feel like they'll do better with. Actually, you know what? They need to keep it and bring in a mid-card title, but that's asking for too much because not that many women. They had to bring in a boatload of women to do all that. But yeah, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill got done winning. See, we talked about Damian Priest. We talked about Bianca Belair, Sami Zayn. Let's go with Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. I was say World Heavyweight, but the WWE Women's Championship. Actually, I want to say Piper. I really do. I want to say Piper, but I don't think Piper is going to win. I really don't. yeah, I don't think Piper is gonna win. I don't think Piper is gonna win. So I'm going to go with Bailey. But I do. You know what? I'll say this. My prediction is that Bailey is going to win, but it is more than likely she's losing at SummerSlam or at Money in the Bank. She's going. I will say that. So that's a little prediction for the future. But I believe this match is going to be a banger, though. I believe this is going to be a banger. I believe this is going to be a good match. It's going to really elevate Piper Niven. Um, yeah, I just eventually it will be Piper's time, but I don't think it's now. I don't think it's now. But then again, who could, if not Piper, who would they put the belt on? Hmm, that's a good question because you know what? They have been building up credible threats, but my prediction is that Bailey will win against Piper Newman. And last but not least, I'd say which would probably be the main event: Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship in a I Quit match. Um, I love AJ, and AJ they doing great things with him. You could tell I feel like this because that's what they did with Mark Henry. When Mark Henry did that little stunt with John Cena when he acted like he was going to retire, but then he attacked John Cena. I believe he had a lot left in the tank, and they kept putting him in prominent storylines, and then he kind of faded to part time and then retired. And I believe that's what they're about to do with AJ. So I believe that just because that's what they did with Mark Henry. So I think, yeah, they're probably about to fade. They probably about to put him in some prominent storylines and then fade it to the back. But this will be a banger because, man, when they had that match they had in Leon France was damn good. That was damn good. And I believe this is going to be a banger. This is going to be a great match. But Cody Rhodes is my pick. He's going to win the I Quit match and remain your WWE champion. And I don't know. I don't know where they go from here with AJ, but I do believe they gonna keep him in prominent roles, and then eventually he will retire. Cause he's talked about retiring, and he said it's getting there for him that he want to retire. But hopefully we get to see him as champion eventually one day before that happens. But that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the matches. Um, I believe, I truly believe that Clash of the Castle is going to be good. It's going to be a banger, and I do believe we're going to see some great matches. But you let me know in the comments down below what are your picks, and who do you think is going to win at Clash of the Castle. And if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. You hit this button right there. My hands come in the frame. I'm trying. Stupid. There you go. Kind of, sort of. There you go, right there. For all of our WWE reviews, is review size previews. I guess I don't know what this will be. Yeah, I guess this is just a prediction. Consider it a prediction preview. Um, and if you enjoy the video so much, support the channel, all you gotta do is hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button because we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. And if we do, the main man Shane said he has a reward for those when we reach that 500 subscriber mark. And as always, any one of these videos for more of my amazing content, but don't go anywhere because yeah, that review for Clash of the Castles will be up here. It'll be up here and it'll be out on my channel if you just want to see it on my channel too. So with that being said, peace out guys, love you. See you in the review for Clash of the Castle.